Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, today we've got Iowa Short Track in the Truck Series. Let me set up the work, and we will show you what we did in just a moment. Well, we did something, folks. We maxed out the engine of a 100 engine, and we actually were able to max it out for the short track racing. I hope that gives us the acceleration off the turns that we need, because we are playing this one in Legend difficulty, so don't expect us to drive to the front and dominate. But if we do, it's because we took on the best with the highest level of difficulty in the game. Let's select our truck, get out there, and see where we end up. Oh, this is my qualifying? Crap, I was trying to practice. Oh, man, I was still making adjustments to the car.
All right, now, just like practice, qualifying count. Here we go.
Oh, I haven't even... Oh, yeah, we're screwed. We're gonna qualify last. I didn't mean it to be this way. I hadn't even messed around with my braking points yet. I was just trying to fix the gear ratio because it was redlining. I didn't want to blow the engine, so that's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. We ended up... Actually, we ended up doing pretty well there, which is surprising. 14th place, but I don't know. I don't know how much I like the... Oh, well, you know, I'm kind of stuck where I'm stuck right now. This was not my intention. Top 5, Crafton, Sauter, Boyd, Friesen, and Hill. Custom drivers, Cost 11th, Norick 13th, Warren 14th, Norton 18th, Kenseth 19th, Perez 20th, Fieldhouse 21st, Graham 22nd, Stout 23rd, Chavez 24th, Kane 25th, Carpenter 26th, Egan 27th, Malone 28th, Bethel 29th, Smith 30th, Jones 31st, and Oliveira 32nd. Well, I'm worried about this one, but we got 200 laps. I just hope I didn't screw my gear ratio up. Angela Rutsch failed pre-race inspection to the back. Matt Crafton to the front. Johnny Sauter failed as well to the back.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready here.
I have no idea what to expect here, especially on this difficulty, especially since I never really figured it out as far as my braking points or anything go, so this is where it's all going to be interesting to race.
Careful, still there. Inside.
See if I can...
Here we go now, free wide.
This is going to suck because we're about to get run into the wall by Harmon. Here he's turning us, as you can see, as my truck is sideways.
Clear down low.
Oh, well, he hit Rayum. Well, that's not great. Who's on our end? Oh, he's still there. Dude, like me like you like me in the, well, he put himself sideways that time. I was going to say, like me like you do in the other series. We're getting a nice little tag by Kenseth as well, as he's up with us. Sorry, no, Rick. I was paying attention to my rear view.
Careful.
Still a little squirrely from Kenseth.
Inside.
Wow. Kenseth just... And then Harmon just smashes into our back end, and a lot of awesomeness going on here. And now we'll get it from Schildhouse. Yep.
Right, you're clear there. Still there.
Not loving this, but oh well. Try to
Clear.
get on the inside and make some changes here.
Outside.
Oh, we are one position up from our qualifying spot, and we're not getting absolutely owned.
Good job.
Considering we're getting owned in the sense that we're getting smashed into. Oh, we're going to bring a caution out. Not we. Schildhouse just brought the caution out. We'll stay out. Obviously, I have no desire to be around everyone that hates us.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready here. Car high, careful.
See, yeah, I mean, obviously, with the gear ratio we have, we're quick. We're able to get up into the top 10 just from the jump. And the nice thing is that we don't actually have anybody that's going to smash into us now, so that's a big deal.
Got room, you're clear there.
Because that means that I can start to drive the truck normally and not be getting smashed and put sideways going through turns. 52 in stage one. Lots to go. here.
Still there? Looking inside.
Ah, tires kind of gripped up. See, I'm using a custom setup, and
You got room.
that's why I was so upset that I didn't get an opportunity to really figure out the truck. Because with a custom setup, it's gonna be a little quirky, I bet. So that sucks, but as you can see, we are definitely strong, even with legend difficulty. We're not a maxed out truck, but we are maxed out on the speed, so as long as we can drive good laps around, we may be able to battle for a victory. I mean, short track racing, the truck, except for Richmond, is really good. Richmond is just stupid for some reason. I don't really know why.
Careful, still there.
That was not my intention.
Inside.
I did change their stability because I kind of wanted more. They have contact with each other. I wanted more spin outs. Johnny Sauter loathes us, so we definitely don't want to be dealing with him. If we can get on the inside of them, that'd be great. We'll see. What do we got? Okay. Whoa, that didn't work.
Got a car coming inside now.
So, wow, Gary Norton in the top 10. Congratulations to him.
Stay high up here.
Just trying to figure it out here. Figure out my...
You got
wow, yeah, we are. We're going to get it from Gary Norton, but we are definitely... We're a bit slippery.
Got a car coming inside now.
Norton's going to try to turn us. Yep.
Wave them
Oh,
guys
yeah,
off.
that's going to be... I'm going to get repaired. We'll start in the back. Norton, you know, he did what he did, and we were only 9 positions back after that spin out, so...
Green.
Let's just, you know, figure it out from here. Let's calm it down a little bit. Drive around all the hateful people that are here.
All right, you're clear. Clear all around there. Car on the outside now. Looking inside now.
Parker Smith on our inside trying to knock us off course. That's the other thing about changing their stability. It's harder for them to wreck us, which is good because, you know, I don't want to be wrecked.
Stay on the bottom.
Just getting ridden down by Perez, which is going to put us into Harmon, which is funny
All right, you're clear.
because Harmon tried to wreck us earlier, so quid pro quo-ish.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Almost ready now. Inside.
This rival stuff just sucks. Have I said that before? Oh, yes, I have.
Stay on the bottom. Outside.
Schildhaus has a lot of damage on his back end.
Car outside. Hold your
I
line.
think the biggest thing of note in the short track, at least, I mean, this custom setup isn't the best for me, but I'll say the biggest note is we are still good enough to compete, and I think that's what matters the most here, is we're still good enough to compete with these drivers. So we'll keep it likely on legend difficulty. I was more concerned about them just driving away.
Careful. Still there. Still there. You got room. You're clear. Got a car load now.
Feels good. Lot of A lot of spread out driving. People not just driving side by side and in line with each other. I mean, they are driving side by side, 3 wide, coming down the backstretch. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Still there?
You're going to get ridden down the track there. See, that's the thing. Ride me down the track and spin yourself out. Yep. I like that because, you know, maybe I should turn that off. I don't know.
We're going green. Almost ready.
I turned that less stability on for natural driving, not for the trucks that are trying to ruin us, so we can just get up to the pack where they're not trying to wreck us. We've got an opportunity. We've got an opportunity to. There he goes. That'll be another caution as we bounced off of Norton, but then he drove right back down into us and spun himself out when he realized it was us to do it to. So. You're going to get the same amount of content regardless, so, you know, a lot of cautions early. There's a lot of people trying to wreck us.
Car there on the inside.
It's also really mixed up the standings. We got Matt Kenseth up there.
Careful, still there. Hold your line, got one inside.
Being on the outside of Decker is not a bad thing. She is not a rival.
Still there?
I'm gonna pinch her down a little bit there.
Still there? Still there?
Trying to figure it out right now still, how many laps into it, but it's, I mean, I almost want to just hang out back here for a while. It's because these guys are all, well, back here I say. It's the back of the lead pack. Just because none of the trucks around me are violent towards me, and Spencer Boyd, I can race with him on my inside. That's fine for now. Of course, maybe we can roll that corner really good. Yeah, we're getting real slippery through the middle of the corner. Nice. That's got to do with the custom setup being just not as stable, or not. I guess I could probably just work on the way that I
got one down low now.
Get on the gas. That's on me. Just to learn to be a better driver, probably.
You got room. You're clear there.
There we go. Making some good moves on the inside now as we're going to get around Decker
Clear high, bud.
and get up into the top 10 completely by a full position. Yeah. So what I do midway through the turn is get half throttle instead of just getting it. Oh, look at us actually putting down good laps now. Yeah, getting on at half gas through the middle of the corner really has helped us. All right, another caution comes out, not because of us. We'll stay out.
Coming to the green. Ready.
Everyone's stacked back up. We got an opportunity here to maybe do some good work again. Get a couple more spots. I'd like to get in front of Sauter so that he doesn't, and Cost here. Cost I'm not going to get in front of because I got to come off the gas. But Jordan Anderson on our outside. Cost or Sauter dropped back some, so we're good there. Here we go. 7th place. Yeah, this is good. This difficulty is way better. Like, we can still get up there. I really believe we still have a shot. We just gotta keep driving well and do the right. Wow. Whoa. There was no contact. There was actually contact between Anderson and Enfinger, and Enfinger goes a bit sideways. See, that's what I wanted to see, though. They're having contact, and that's bringing out or changing the scope of the race versus just trucks, me maybe bumping a truck or trucks bumping into me and that bringing out cautions. Or it seemed like especially in the last Xfinity race, I noticed 4 trucks were out of the race, but they all were out of the race because they were okay, we got it. They were all out of the race because they had mechanical problems, and that's not, you know, there should be trucks out of the race from getting into accidents. So Here we go. I mean, I think we can catch these guys. If not, we can run where we do until we're all stacked back up at the stage. Well, we're still in stage 1. So this is all right. We are catching them. See, it just took me a while because I accidentally advanced the practice. So I never got a chance. I was trying to fix the gear ratio. I was redlining about here, and that was a big deal. So I was trying to fix that, and I accidentally advanced practice, and I went out to test the new gear ratio. We were in qualifying, and that's not good. But as you can see, it just took a little bit, but I figured it out for myself, and thankfully we're still in the race and able to do what we're doing here, which is now we're up in 4th place and catching or sticking with max cost here. It looks like Friesen, who's had a bad run recently, is... Oh, that's not Friesen, that's Hill. Friesen is in 2nd. But even so, Friesen is a friend of ours in the truck series, one of the few. And he's had a rough go at it, DNF and such, so glad to see him out here battling in the top 3. I would love... That was a really good set of turns. I would love to get around cost. A little bump. Whoa. Okay. Is that going to bring it out? Yeah. Maybe not a little bump anymore. That was horrible. That never should have happened that way. There's a number of drivers. We're going to come out in 1st place. Had a number of the leaders pit. We pit earlier. So... It's all right, and I'm going for a potential win in the stage again. 11 to go in stage number 1. Oh yeah, with nobody around us, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, that was my problem early on. Getting real slippery, real loose through the middle of the turn. I was coming on the brakes, getting it down, and then I was just jamming on the gas, and now I'm putting about half throttle through the middle, and then coming on through the last third or last quarter of the turn, I'm putting it all the way down. And I don't do it perfectly every time. Max Cost driving back up to us actually right now because I messed those turns up pretty bad. I think that we can drive away. Maybe. Driving away from Decker, but we should. Decker was somebody we drove in front of before. Max Cost was somebody we were catching, but he's catching us now, so we'll see how that all turns out. Gotta be real smooth on the brake and real smooth on the gas. And real smooth on ignoring what's going on behind us. That's the biggest goal here. 7 to go. Consistency is the best thing I can do here. We are actually, it doesn't feel like it, but we are actually driving away from Cost a little bit. I just glanced for the first time in a couple laps, but then he caught us as soon as I glanced. So maybe I don't ever need to look at the relative again and just drive. All right. It's been smooth for me since I am in the lead. Doing the best I can here, and remember, hardest difficulty. So my biggest fear of not having a fast enough truck to stay with these guys and just getting blown away because of the difficulty being that much harder. It's not the case, and that's good. That's very good. Now, those guys at pit, they probably are going to weave their way up through the pack pretty quick, actually, so it should be interesting. Should be interesting to see how that all actually pans out. Yeah, I think I need to pull off just a little earlier than that. We're maintaining the 5/10 lead. 3 to go in the stage. A little loose there, but we actually gained another 10th, so... It's amazing when you don't feel like you're actually driving that well. Like, I feel like I'm driving all right, but I also feel like I could improve, and yet we're keeping, if not driving away from the people behind us a little bit, and we're not completely fresh right now, so this is awesome. Got a little loose there, but we're all right. 8/10 of a lead over cost. Coming through to the final lap of stage number 1. And here it is. As we'll come out of turn number 4. And we will come out to a victory on stage number 1. Winning the pit in first, came out in first, Johnny Sauter on our outside. Got a nice jump, hopefully, and we've got actually more grip right now, so should be able to just come off the gas on through turn 1 and 2, which we do very nicely. Able to drive through here. That was a mistake. I hit the wrong button on my steering wheel and soldered there to run into our back end. Thank you very much, sir.
Inside.
Oh, wow. He jumps inside, but he runs into Austin Hill as well.
All right, you're clear there.
That's going to cost Sauter for sure.
Car there on the inside.
We're going to pull down in front of Hill to prevent that from happening.
Car high, careful there.
Oh, there goes Sauter. He didn't kill himself completely, but then Max Koss passes him, and now Koss is going to look to do what they all are trying to do to us.
Still there.
I don't know what happened with Austin Hill. I mean, we don't have any kind of problems with Hill, and he came down and put himself sideways. There we go. Little inside. See if we can get the run off, and I don't know. I need to try to roll it better. Well, there he goes. He's going to... Whoa, big hit behind us as Max Koss tries to wreck himself. And he succeeds. Wow, what a hit.
Coming to the green, driver. Are you ready now? Green, green, green.
All right. Well, we still got Sauter in it, but Koss isn't anywhere around anymore, so that's good for us. Hoping that we can... Ooh, ah. When the truck keeps turning like that, that's not because I'm turning it. Well, I kind of am, because I didn't let off the gas because I knew I could figure it out, but I'm not driving as smoothly as I was before because I'm, not going to lie, a little bit nervous with that. That is going to hit me.
Coming inside now. Still there inside.
Being on the outside is definitely not a helpful thing for me, as we're going to get kind of railroaded a little bit here. But at least we're not going to get run into by Enfinger or Friesen.
Still there inside.
Friesen pulls inside as well, but
Low's clear. Got one down low now.
we'll have him get up in front of us, and we'll kind of calm it down a little bit for ourselves. All right, here we are as the leaders. Wow, we actually did redline at that time. I'm surprised.
Still there inside.
All right.
Clear low, bud.
Austin Hill there again, which is good for him. I hope they don't drive away from me. Remember, when we took the stage victory, it was because they had all pit early. So I hope that I'm able to catch them and put in an effort here. We're not a maxed out truck, so that might have something to do with it, but we do have maxed out speed. This gives me a chance to sort of get into that groove. Well, or not. We got another caution. I like it. I like it. I know it seems weird that I like it, but it means that other stuff is happening in the race that has nothing to do with us. Eliza Bethel appears to be the cause of that caution. All right, we'll start on the outside of row number 2. And I just realized we have not had a speed up in this race, so we're going to go ahead and speed things up when we get to the line until the end of stage number 2.
Stay high up here. Got a car low now. Still there. Looking inside now. Clear all around there. Towers called a caution.
Saw the contact there right next to us. It happened. It looked like Decker ran into Enfinger. And he went down on the apron, spun it out, and we'll line him back up and give it another go. Well, that time we were the victim. We'll get back to it. Looks like Michael Chavez out of the race.
Driver. Yellow's out, back or down.
Kenseth decided he wanted to run into us. Maybe I'll have to change that stability up because as much as I like only getting touched a little and them going and destroying themselves, I think it might be a little detrimental to the entire race. We moved ourselves up to 15th place, though, so we'll look to get back up in the top 10 with this run before the end of the stage. We just keep speeding it up every time because I said I'd speed it up until the end of the stage, so that's what we're doing. Well, we were the one that got kind of screwed up when we got into lap traffic. We couldn't. Normally, we take advantage of lap traffic and are able to get around the more timid trucks, but that didn't happen this time. So we ended up getting 4th place in stage number 2. Not too bad. We'll pit, and then we're going to be 80 laps or so left to finish this one out. It's a long final stretch. Well, we go in, we get the work done on the truck and come out in first place. It's where we would like to come out every time. So great job by the pit crew.
Outside.
Austin Hill on our outside.
Clear outside.
Be able to jump up in front of him. There we go. How long can we let this last? That's a good question. That's a good question. But being out in front is the best place for us because we don't have to worry about our adjusting for the trucks in front of us and their braking zone. So what just happened for no reason at all?
Car there on the inside.
All right, we're okay. We're all right. We are extraordinarily lucky that we only lost a couple spots there. Holy crap. I did not expect that to happen, nor do it. It just snapped.
All right, you're clear there.
It just snapped on us. That was
Car there on the
crazy.
outside. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Well, let's see what we can do now. Did it all in order.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Okay, just did it again. We caught it that time, but again, not really sure why that is happening. And it's happening again.
You're clear.
Oh, we're going to get hit that time. Oh, freezing hit us. There we go. Everybody run in. Pilot! I don't understand. We didn't change anything on the truck, and all of a sudden, we are extraordinarily slick. So, we'll drop back to the back of the lead pack and give it a go. I don't know what happened there, but I hated it. Just have to be more cautious, I guess. That was weird. Ooh, freezing. Yeah, he was involved with us. Unfortunately, couldn't get it woed up enough to avoid us when we went sideways. Well, spun around, I should say. Didn't just go sideways. Not great, but you just have to be aware. And it wasn't happening when we were getting on the gas either. That's the weird part. It was happening between braking and getting it back into the gas transition. So hopefully that's not happening anymore because that was another one.
Careful, still there.
I didn't realize that Jason White was one of them that hated us, but he definitely drove down on us like he did, so that sucks. Totally different environment in the Xfinity series, so I'm definitely happy to know that we'll be out of the truck series at some point and not dealing with all this rivalry stuff anymore. We just need to finish this season off strong, and having it up to legend difficulty before the playoffs makes me feel good if we do win the championship leaving the truck series. Winning the championship on hard, it's got a bit of an asterisk in my opinion, so being able to potentially win the championship this year while I have changed it to legend difficulty is good.
Careful, still there. You're all clear up top there.
Gary Norton bumped into us. He's gone. Time to go again. Would be nice to know.
We're going green. Ready?
Sorry. It would be nice to know if how many cautions were in the race. I don't think we get to see those stats after the race, so that kind of sucks. That was one thing on Dirt to Daytona I really liked was you could see those types of stats after the race. We do see like fastest lap and big mover and unlucky driver and all that crap, but most laps led. We got Jeremiah Graham up here in 5th place, about to be, not sure what happened there, but everyone's pitting, and you know why they're pitting, because they're not going to have to pit again, so we'll join that group. And we dropped 13 spots pitting that time, so apparently had a bad pit stop. That sucks.
All right, man. You're coming to the green. Ready?
And basically at the back again. Whoa. Glad we were paying attention because we got around Norick and Jump right up the pack. Somebody just did not get a good start. We got to the inside of them, and
You got room.
thank goodness. Because that's going to give us a lot of spots back up into the top 10. Jeremiah Graham still riding up here.
Got one up top.
Is that Matt Kenseth?
Got one
Yes, it
peeking outside.
is. I say, kind of noticed that. Because he is
Clear all around.
one of our rivals. Shocker. All right, we're up in 6th now. That's good. I mean, a top 5 would be fantastic here. And still not a fully upgraded truck, so the expectation of victory isn't there. And also, up in the difficulty, I didn't know what to expect here, so this is good. 58 to go in the race. And technically, we don't need to pit again. But if there's a late caution and people aren't pitting, I will. Simply because that advantage could get us to the lead. And I know it can.
Careful, still there.
So we'll pay attention to that as time goes on in the race. Looks like Jeremiah Graham not giving up. He's right behind us.
Careful, still there. Clear high, bud.
Got the position off of Gus Dean there, up into 5th place. We're certainly going to try to catch the rest of this pack here as quickly as possible, if it is possible. It looks like it is, though. Looks like we're getting some good runs here, and we're catching up. Everyone just pit, so it's not like we have an advantage on tires. We've caught this pack, so has the whole pack behind
One
us.
down low now.
So I don't know what happened there. They're all fast. Let's see here. Like to get around Cost at a good place where I'm not going to get destroyed by him. Grant Enfinger out of nowhere. That's crazy.
Outside.
Cost is going to come down on us. See, the reason why now it's not for the contact with me, it's with him, because he could spin himself out. I focused way too much on it, though, and almost took out Hill.
Hold that line, driver.
Up behind Cost.
Stay low.
Get to his inside. Yeah, that's on him.
Car on the outside now.
That was
All right,
100% on him, driving down on us just a little bit when we're right on his rear fender. That's fine. He'll get it together. We're up in 4th. And it did bring out a caution, so that's good too. Enfinger on our inside, though. He might catch and pass us. Might not. We've got a good truck. I know that. It's just a matter of us getting in that groove, or maybe getting that position advantage. If there's a caution, we could put tires on and nobody else has. We wouldn't. If it happened now, we wouldn't pit. But if it happens with 20 to go or so, we absolutely would. Oh, nice run off of 2 there. Nice run off of 2. We're hanging with these other trucks. Get to the inside of Anderson here.
Still there.
Looks like Austin Hill takes 1st place. Gonna try to follow him in.
Clear all
We
around
take
there.
3rd spot from Anderson, and we've got Sauter behind us, or, well, he's right there. Never mind. I'm hoping he doesn't. Well, there he goes.
Careful, still there.
I was hoping he wasn't going to do that, but he did, so
Car there
enjoy
on
the wall.
outside. All right, you're clear.
He tightened my truck up, and instead of me slowing down and letting him pass me on that outside from tightening me up from hitting me, I just rode him up to the wall and bounced him off of it, and he can enjoy losing a position. Just one position. Question is, can I catch Austin Hill, get back to the lead, get a victory here at Iowa, which would be pretty awesome, especially in our first Legend difficulty race. Note that we will not have it on Legend difficulty for the Xfinity series. We got to get, once our truck is up to, or our car is up to a position where we are winning races or whatever, then we'll put it up there like we did with the truck. We got 3 wins in a row, and then we upgraded the engine to 100. So, And this truck is at 100 for the engine. So those are the things those are the reasons why we did it. Otherwise, when I had it for the very beginning of this series, we were just getting blown away. I mean, we couldn't do anything worth anything. So it was no fun for you guys to watch. It was no fun for me to drive. So when I changed it to hard, we were competitive again, and we weren't winning races for quite a while, but we were at least in the middle of the pack, and we were battling out. Even in the 20s, we were battling it out, and it was nice. And you can tell it's obviously not my skill or lack thereof that was causing the problem with the difficulty. It's simply they're just so much better on legend difficulty that you can't run it with a less than good truck. All right, well, we just lost the back end, and oh, that's that custom setup. And short track custom setup does that a lot. We will pit. We got a lot of damage on the front end. Maybe I shouldn't have. Who knows? But we'll see how it goes. We should have quite a jump now.
All right, man.
But we're on the outside, so now we're going to have to kind of hang on to it.
Hold your line, got one
Oh,
inside.
nobody really screwed up that time. Oh, John Perez on my, on
Still
me.
there?
Just driving into my door right now. Good news is, well, not really great news, because Harmon will run into us too. There he goes. Gonna have to be aggressive to get around these drivers again. Got Speedy Jones there. He's gonna bounce into us. Jump down on the inside. Rayum will not do that to us. Whoop, 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 but we don't want to do it to Rayum. And no, Rick won't do it to us either, as he is upset, but not a rival. Spencer Boyd is safe to be around, so hopefully we can get all the way around. Casey can't. Nope, I drove it way too hard there. All right.
Car there on the inside.
We're fine. Everyone's fine.
All right, clear low. Car there on the inside. Stay high, stay high.
I'm getting turned up on by Perez. Oh, there he goes.
Clear low, bud. Towers, call to caution.
Ah, put me on the inside. Come on. Norton I spun him out after the caution came out, so it didn't affect him.
Green flag.
So he's still there. Oh, but he had a bad restart, so we get to the inside like I need to. I'm still going to drive it in here with Schildhouse there, knowing he'll hit us, but I wanted to make Boyd a rival. Not really, but apparently I'm trying to by running into him going into the turn.
Careful, still there. You're all
All right, back up to 13th. Got a couple trucks around us that aren't rivals. Boyd behind us, Rutch to our outside. Graham and Kenseth are, so we'll have to pay attention to that. Graham having just a hell of a run. Great job for the Little Trees truck. So we are battling this truck right now, more so in the second half, or the final third of the race.
Got one down low.
Not a lot of contact there, but he definitely was hit. That wasn't great.
Towers, call to caution.
And we're starting on the outside in 10th place now. A lot of cautions in the race. We'll set. I'm going to change that back to having a normal stability.
Green's out, let's go.
Because, I mean, looking at him and having him wipe out, that's not good.
Clear low, bud.
So we'll pay attention to that and try to avoid, or try to make it so that they don't get wrecked every time they tap me, or I barely bumped into the back of whoever that was. I don't even know. Was it Kenseth I did that to? I wasn't really paying attention to who it was.
Hold your line there,
So,
pretty wide.
but I barely touched them, and they went flying into the pack. Oh, Jeremiah Graham. That's who it was. My bad.
Clear there.
And he didn't deserve it. That was the other thing. But that shouldn't have affected him either. The amount that I touched him should not have caused that, so. Up into 7th place. How many laps do we have left in the race? 31. Let's go ahead and speed it
Stay
up.
on the bottom.
And we'll be back on the mic. Probably 5 to go, honestly. This has been, we're already over an hour in the recording. So yeah, we'll give it a nice speed up at the end here.
Caution's out, wave them off.
I am going to pit. I know it seems funny, actually, pitting without fuel. I'm going to repair the truck, I'm going to get 4 tires, and we're going to drive through this whole crowd in an extreme fashion, or I made a horrible decision. One way or another, it's going to be exciting.
Almost ready now. Green flag. Car high, careful there.
We had so much damage on the truck, that was a big part of it. Even if we had a long run there, we weren't going to be able to do anything with it.
Car high, careful.
I mean,
Car on the outside
okay,
now.
well, I don't feel bad
All
about
clear.
that.
Caution's out, wave them off.
Harmon was driving down on that line, and yeah, maybe it was his line, but
All right now, be smart
still,
out there. Going
we
green.
were there.
Be ready.
We were driving our way in.
Green's out, let's go.
Also, none of that's happening if he's not a rival, and none of that's happening if the rival... Well, actually, he might still be a rival because he was one of the later rivals to show up. Got White, Jason White on our outside.
Clear high, bud.
Yeah, we'll give you a speed up. Maybe a 3x or something, speed up to... instead of a normal 5x so that you can enjoy the passing, but we need to have some speed ups in this one, so let's do it right now. We'll be back with 5 to go. No! That's not good. That's going to cost us any chance of a top 5. I'm driving too aggressively now because I'm upset about what happened.
Five to go, this time by.
So we obviously put it sideways. You saw it. You heard my commentary over the speed up about it, but it was because I was starting to think I could really catch Austin Hill, but we weren't catching him fast enough, so I kind of pushed it a little hard and started to lose it and thought I could drive through the slide, and we couldn't. So we put it sideways, and we avoided hitting anything in the wall or anything like that, so that was good, but definitely... And that one thing that would be good right now would be a caution. Not because of us.
Top 10, nice job.
Well, that's good that we're gaining a reputation as a clean driver. Maybe that'll change all the rival standings. Because we just wasted ourselves what would have been an amazing finish. Man, does that suck. Man, does that suck. We're going to pop them to normal stability. Yeah, less stability. Less skill is fine. We want... Yeah, that's fine. All right, I set it up for the next race, which is another race at Iowa, which is awesome for us. Little redemption with the... I did flip it back down to hard difficulty for the Xfinity Series. 125 laps. See, that's what I'm talking about. Dover is a mile around, and it's considered a regular speedway, but Iowa is a mile around, and it's considered a short track. So, interesting. It's got to have a lot more to do with the banking, though. The speeds, I guess. Anyway, folks, terrible end to an awesome race. You hate to see it. I think that had a little bit more to do with the custom setup, just not being my style. I should have done the basic settings, you know, lowered the truck down and stiffened up the shocks or the springs, but not really mess around with some other stuff on it that I don't know. We were loose the whole race. We were fighting it, and then I started to push it at the end after I kind of got into a groove trying to catch them. I put it sideways. We didn't hit anything. Then I was pushing it because I really saw myself maybe able to get with the last 10 laps, maybe able to get into that top 5 again. And of course, we're back on the mic. We started to lose it again. I touched the apron, and that was it. We lost it all the way. After avoiding DNFs twice in that race, hitting the wall pretty good, we just couldn't do it that last time. So unfortunate for us. I'll be more aware of that. I don't think short tracks are going to be good for me to do anything when it comes to custom setups, just because they seem to be real finicky. We'll just race with what we got or put in a real stable setup that I can make myself. So anyway, folks, it was a good race up until the last 3 laps, but we'll pack it up, unload the Xfinity car, run the next episode for Mike Harmon Racing here at the Circuit City 250. Folks, that is going to do it for this episode, though. I want to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And until next time, and as always, you take care.